Hey family, Justin here with an Easter edition of In the Loop, coming to you actually from the Bettendorf campus roof, which is where I every once in a while will take a moment to just come up here to spend some time looking out over the campus, looking out over our city, and just praying. And as we step into a weekend as significant as this weekend, as we celebrate Good Friday and Easter, my greatest ask of you this week, in this moment, even as you close this video, is to take a moment to pray. I've been looking out over my cities and just considering some of the conversations that I've had just in the last few weeks, and realizing the great hope that we have. The reason I can sit with somebody who's really wrestling with whether life is worth it, or whether they're grieving the loss of a loved one and wondering if there's hope. The reason I can sit with them and with a smile on my face and point them to hope is the reality that Jesus is alive. And yes, we gather on Friday night to reflect and to remember and to celebrate a God who loves us, that sent his son for us to die on the cross, Good Friday. But the reality is Jesus isn't on the cross anymore, and he's not in a tomb. Our God is alive, and this weekend, that's what it's all about. And so I hope that you'll take moments as in the coming moments and even the coming days as you prepare to come and to celebrate and to reflect and just spend time praying. I am full of an anticipation that God is going to do something amongst us that only he can get credit for. In fact, just this afternoon we had a group of probably 12, 14 people praying throughout the sanctuary, praying throughout the space, all throughout the building, just anticipating what God wants to do. And so join me in that. A couple details. I'm going to include some information actually in the body of this, as well as those of you who are assigned to teams when you can plan to serve. You should have got information on Planning Center. But what I'm going to ask you to do is on Good Friday, if you can show up half hour early, we're going to do a huddle like normal. Take some time to pray, just to pray over the space. But then on Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be a little bit different because we're expecting a significant number of people, probably around 1,400 people within those four services. And so I'm going to ask if you'd be willing to show up 45 minutes early. We're going to do our huddles 45 minutes before the service that you're serving at. So the huddles be at 3:15, at 5:15, 8:15 on Sunday, and then at 10:15. But it just gives us extra time to make sure that we're all on the same page. We can spend some time praying together, and then people will start to come even a little bit earlier. And so if you could do me a favor and be a part of that, this weekend is significant. And the most important thing I can ask you to do is pray, but also as you interact with people and you welcome them, I encourage you, look them in the eye and just tell them how grateful that you are that they chose to worship here together this weekend. And my prayer is that they don't just feel welcomed in regards to us shaking their hand, but they'll actually feel seen and cared for, so that by the time they even get into the sanctuary and they hear about a God that loves them, who died for them, and who isn't just dead but is alive, that they'll be receptive to the gospel. So I want you to know I'm praying for you by name, for every team, children, worship team, our WOW team, and I am just anticipating God doing more in and through us than we could ever ask or imagine, so that he gets the glory. So I love you. I can't wait to share with you what God is doing this weekend as a result of your willingness to serve, your willingness to pray, and let's just check it out, what our God's going to do. So love you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, and just get ready for God to do a powerful, powerful thing. Love you guys. See you soon.